Hey, what's up, guys? It's Boy Jonte from ShopX03, here back again with my main man,
JC.
Jonte Castillo.
That is my real name.
That's his real name. I hope I didn't dox you, JC. But today, guys, we will be talking about Kanye West, person you guys probably have heard before, and his influence on fashion between the years of 2013 to 2016, which... You know, Kanye had a lot of eras of fashion throughout his career, but we're going to focus on this era because I believe it to be pretty prominent in the past, decade, 10 years. So starting off in 2013, he released Yeezus. And during that time, I was about like a ninth grader, a freshman in high school. And I remember coming out, it had a really dark aesthetic, a metal band disc aesthetic. I remember during those days, he was rocking, leather jeans and... just shirts with, metal graphics, almost like Metallica and stuff like that, looking aesthetic. He would be rocking shades and just a whole black aesthetic. He would be wearing sneakers too, like Jordans and stuff like that, don't get me wrong. But yeah, what do you think about 2013 era?
Yeah, so 2013 for me, like I remember, the album coming out and, I did listen to it. For me, I only liked a few of the songs, but if I had to just kind of think of the fashion sense back then, this was heavily the Nike era of, Kanye. The Red Octobers came out during that time. A lot of the photos...
Well, actually, the Red Octobers came a year later, but still around this era, he was wearing...
This is when he was wearing a lot of Nikes. He's wearing Jordans,
Nikes,
you know what I'm saying? If you look at the photos, he's wearing, that's where I think the iconic photo of him with the breads, with the leather pants came out. He's got Jordan black cement 3s on, so it was definitely that Nike time for sure. During this time myself, I wasn't really into this type of fashion. I was, at the time, I skateboarded a lot. So my clothing brand preference was just skate brands and stuff.
Remember those elongated leather t-shirts with the zippers on the side? Just go watch Kanye West, the Mercy video with 2 Chainz and Big Sean. And they're just rocking all black, long-ass t-shirts with fucking Timbs. Or other types of Nikes, right? That's around 2013 aesthetic. As we keep going forward, 2014 comes around. It's around this. He's still rocking about the same dark toned aesthetic. He's rocking a lot of Chelsea boots for some reason. Isn't that true?
Yeah, Chelsea boots were really popular. I feel like a Chelsea boot within just formal dress wear, people have always known about it. But in the streetwear community, this is really, I feel where I remember seeing a lot more people wearing them for sure. Again, at the time, it wasn't something I would have ever thought of wearing a fucking boot. Nowadays, I do own a pair, but back then I was just man, this is kind of weird. You're rocking a dress shoe,
dude,
to be skinny jeans. To me, that's just how I looked at it,
Literally, Kanye at this point was rocking brown Chelsea boots, black skinny jeans with rips at the knee, just straight at the knee, and those elongated black t-shirts. And that's literally, a lot of people were rocking, in my high school, a bunch of people were rocking kind of the same aesthetic as well. And also during this time, this is a new aesthetic, so people are turning on to this type of dressing. People are still dressing like it's 2000, with the snapbacks. Don't get me wrong, people are still dressing like that. So 2015 comes along, and this time, around this time, Kanye West is making music. He has that one song out with Rihanna, with Paul McCartney. He has that one song where it's all day.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
Okay. That song, I was
all day. I remember a moment he goes to the UK and he goes on stage and performs that song with all the grime artists. And he's in all black everything at the same time, And this is pre his Life of Pablo. This is a year before. So Life of Pablo is just getting made. And during this time, he's wearing, basically the same thing, Chelsea boots still, but hoodies too, black hoodies and skinny jeans with the rips at the knees. And then 2016 happens, and boom, Yeezy, Adidas. Now, no more Chelsea boots. He's rocking the first Yeezys with Adidas. More tan color tones, because that's what he's pushing in his Yeezy line, is that tan, brownish aesthetic as well. So what do you think about 2015, 2016? What were you...
So 2015, 2016, that was senior year of high school for me. And this is when I was really, kind of paying attention and stuff like that. And dude, the weird nostalgia that it brings just to hear the Yeezys came out, the first ones, the Turtle Doves, the Moon Rocks, Pirate Blacks.
People were going crazy for this.
Fucking, Life of Pablo album came out. it literally blew up to the point, and that's I think when I started really seeing even brands like Champion coming back. It was fucking everywhere. Everyone's wearing Adidas, whether it's NMDs, Ultra Boost, Superstars.
This is also Roche. The Nikes were trying to compete with the Roches.
You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to the homie Omar too. He gave me my first pair of Roches for free. They were the camel ones. I'll have to find a fucking photo. But dude, this was like a really interesting era because I just remember like kind of seeing that aesthetic, and I remember a lot of people weren't feeling the Yeezys at first. You know, they were saying like, oh, they kind of look, you know, like a homeless man's shoe. Like, what is this? Everyone was kind of used to like fucking sneaker, like a Jordan, and now he comes out with this weird runner, comfortable version of a shoe. But dude, I just remember, man, like thinking it's crazy to think back to 2016. It was like you look at a Yeezy back then, and it was like, bro, this is a fucking hardcore, unobtainable. And now it's like, dude, you can go on Grail and find them for hella cheap, dude. Like, I remember senior year of high school, like, I went to Vegas with some of my friends. We went to Urban Necessities, and just seeing them there, right? Like, there wasn't too many colors at the time, but just seeing them there, dude, was like, oh, fuck, dude, like a Yeezy. And you looked at the resale price, and you're like, bro, like, this is it, man. And Adidas just kept going from there, dude. You were finding Jordans, dude, at fucking Foot Locker, bro, just sitting there, man.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, 2016, Kanye West really pushed the culture in the way he wanted to. I mean, he made that song, Yeezy, 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 just jumped over Jumpman. Do you know what I mean? He was dissing on Nike. He really didn't like how Nike didn't give him the creative position to do what he did at Adidas. So Adidas was going crazy. Yeezy was going crazy. Everybody and their fucking uncle was wearing skinny jeans that were ripped, that were black, some fucking Yeezys, maybe like a Supreme tee and a flannel. Like legit.
Yeah, and it was always like the same kind of aesthetic where it was like the jeans would be skinny, the rips would be massive to the point they kind of gave you like a baggy feel. It was called a knee blowout. Zipper pants, dude.
Yeah, the zipper pants at the end.
I fucking remember buying my first pair of zipper pants at TJ Maxx, and I would fucking wear them with like a pair of old school Vans. I didn't have fucking Yeezys at the time, dude. I was high school and then college, so I could not fucking afford that shit. But dude, just like remembering all of that, and it was like always like an oversized Supreme hoodie or the fucking Babe Shark hoodie, Palace at the time.
And brands at this point were just, they just plastered their name all over it. It was just like, that was aesthetic. Dude, let's put Supreme and big bold letters on everything. The Babe Shark hoodie was too much. The Babe Shark shorts with on the crotch, I hated everything about that. But yeah, I mean, guys, tell us your view. What were you guys doing during the years of 2013, 14, 15, 16, and this era of fashion, where it was a completely like metal aesthetic, kinda, with the skinny jeans ripped, that rocker aesthetic, with the Yeezys as well, you know, from Adidas kicking in, going hard and pushing the culture during that time. Let us know down in the comments. Thanks again for joining us today and talking about these topics. We'll see you next time.